How do we as parents protect our kids' brain development and mental health when screens are everywhere? They've got Chromebooks in classrooms. We're on our devices. Like, what do we do? Where do we begin?
Like, it's a daunting task, right? Because we live in a digital world. And so I think where I would want to start is first and foremost, I want to preemptively say some parents might have a hard time hearing this message. There's something called parent guilt and parent shame, and we can beat ourselves up. And so I think the first thing we need to do is give ourselves a little grace.
Okay.
Right? I truly believe every parent does the best they can with the information and the ability they have at the time. So let's just set that aside because there's no such thing as a perfect parent.
Yes.
I've trained, I have a PhD, I've studied clinical psychology and childhood development for 25 years, and I screw up.
Yeah.
We're human beings. Yeah. So let's start there.
Okay.
Take a breath, take a step back and say, you know what? We all make mistakes, but here's where the hope lies. We can make changes. And that starts today. Parents have to take responsibility and say, I've been on my phone too much because it's addicting to me too.
Yep.
And I'm really going to make an effort to get off because I learned all the ways that it impacts our brains.
Yeah.
Right. And so here are some ideas, and then you can shift and shape it to do what works best for your family. One thing you can do is go screen free during the school week, Monday through Thursday. We're not doing TV. You can have your laptop for homework. And then once you're done with homework, it's closed and it's put away somewhere else. Simple rules for the family, like screens are in common areas.
Yeah.
Parents think, oh, my kid had a hard day. They're tired. They've been really busy. They had a big practice. They need some downtime. So I'm going to give them their iPad. iPads, screens, interactive screens are not downtime. They're actually hyper-arousing.
That's really important.
They're not resting your child's brain. So again, if you want to do screen time, because screen time's not all bad. We make exceptions even during the school week, Monday through Thursday. When there's NFL Monday Night Football.
Oh, yeah.
We're watching it, right? Like, that's very different. Coming together as a family, watching something or a favorite show. We don't need to make screens all bad. But let's choose a screen that's not portable.
Okay.
And let's choose passive watching instead of interactive. That applies to YouTube.
Yeah.
So a lot of kids love YouTube. And listen, there's great information on YouTube. Your son learned about high yield savings accounts. Brilliant. My kids love Mark Rober. He's a NASA scientist, right? And he teaches science and engineering. Great show. Here's something parents can do. Pick 1 to 3 YouTube channels max that they're allowed to watch without your permission during designated screen time.
Okay.
Don't let them just start going down the rabbit hole because some influencer, some attention engineer wearing his hoodie in his mom's basement in Silicon Valley.
Come on.
They're picking what's going to shape your kid's brain. So the parent has to be the one who leads that charge and says, these are the things you're allowed to watch. And don't let them watch shorts. So they can watch My Kids Like Dude Perfect. Is there a lot of beneficial value there? No, it's entertainment.
Yeah.
And it does still align with our family values, right? I mean, it's not despicable. Like the brain rot channels that are on YouTube. Have you heard that term?
Oh, yeah. Sure have.
Yeah, it was the Oxford Dictionary word of the year, brain rot.
Amazing.
So we're channels like Skibbity Toilet. There's these frenetic, hyper-stimulating, idiotic YouTube channels that are highly addictive.
Yeah.
That you just want to say, we don't watch those in the house. So again, do you see, we're not doing an all or nothing.
Yeah.
You can still do this within these boundaries. These are the ones that are okay. These ones we're not doing. And here's the reasons why.
Yeah.
I love you too much. You're too precious.
Yeah.
I'm going to protect that brain because you were born with all these gifts and talents and you are separate and unique and different from me, I don't need you to grow up to be what I want you to be. I want you to grow up to be everything you were given at birth to become. Let's help you reach your fullest potential. You can do a phone basket. So when people come into the house, they put their phones in the basket.
I like that.
Instead of carrying them around. If you're expecting a phone call, turn it on.
Yeah.
Turn the ringer on. Remember when portable phones came out in the home? Like back in the 80s or 90s? When was that? But we didn't walk around the house with it in our hand, right?
Never.
It would ring.
And it was like 4 pounds. I mean, it's like a workout.
It was a brick phone. Yeah. No devices at mealtime. Turn everything an hour off an hour before you go to bed.
Okay.
To protect sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Because not only are these devices hyperstimulating, but the blue light goes into the brain and it's affecting our melatonin levels.
Oh, God.
I like to put out games that my kids and their friends might play. They love What Do You Meme? Family Edition. Super funny. They like Cards Against Humanity. Family Edition. Also funny. I put out the poker set. We started playing Texas Hold'em as a family. I'd never played. My kids taught me. You put other things, put it out where they can see it, then they're more likely to do it. I like a tidy house.
Yeah.
It looks pretty.
It does.
But we're raising kids. We're not curating a museum. So let it be messy and put all that stuff out. And then they'll be drawn to the other things that they see.
Okay. Those are great examples. I made a list. This has been so helpful.
Let's all give ourselves a little grace.
We have to.
A little compassion.
Yeah.
Nobody's perfect. And we'll get busy and times get stressful and we think, oh, I just need my kids preoccupied.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, they've gone over the limit of video games, but I need to do this. Okay, that's going to happen on occasion.
Yeah.
Don't beat yourself up.
Yeah.
It's like meditation. You're sitting quietly. You're focusing on your breath. And then the mind goes.
Oh, yeah. Without fail.
And then all you do is bring it back.
That's right.
And the same thing goes for our household. We have our game plan and then life goes all over the place. And then we just bring it back.